ఆనంద నగరాల సదస్సులో భాగంగా జరుగుతున్న చర్చా కార్యక్రమంలో ముఖ్యమంత్రి చంద్రబాబు సద్గురు జగ్గి వాసుదేవ్ పాల్గొన్నారు. ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారం ద్వారా చూద్దాం.
That we have is the profoundness of our experience. Those who understand are aspiring for the highest possible experience of life. Similarly, cities or structures are built, some are just purely utilitarian, some are for aesthetics, some are for creating a certain ambience of experience. All these dimensions are there. A city should take these into considerations because people will not be fulfilled just by survival, just by economic activity. You will see in business districts I was just some time ago, recently, I was just driving through a business district of Washington, D.C. All young people, well-dressed people, obviously they're earning a good living. If you look at their clothing, the way they are and the place where they are. But this is their lunchtime, they've all come out. They're standing on the streets where there are a lot of things being sold. Everybody is eating these big burgers or whatever you call them, where you need a mouth space like a hippopotamus. You know, like this, like that, they're biting, standing and eating. I just stopped at a traffic light, I was just looking at them. What is the fate of a human being that today you have to eat like this? We created a whole process. If you want to eat, how you must address the food. Because the very body that you carry is the food that you eat. If you don't treat the food properly, you think the food will treat you well? The air that you breathe, the earth that you walk upon, the water that you drink, if you don't learn how to relate to these things, they will not relate to you well. These five basic elements which make our system and our city and our nation and our world, if we don't treat them well, they don't treat us well. So a city should take this into considerations. I'm happy to see 30% is blue-green, that is fine, but still creating that culture of engagement with all the ingredients which make our life. In this, our own chemistry, and of course, when we say outside chemistry, people are talking about carbon dioxide and measuring carbon dioxide. Yes, it is true, this is an oxygen-breathing and carbon dioxide expelling thing, but at the same time, you can pump carbon dioxide into your bottle and call it the real thing and it sells across the world. So, we need to understand that the way we're relating to the world, the way we're relating to all that makes our life, we think it's just our money and our family and our property. No, everything that we relate to on a moment-to-moment basis, there is a certain way of conducting this. The very atmosphere that we create, the geometry of the buildings and the surroundings we create can focus a human being towards that. It is possible to do that. Whatever the little design factor that they were showing of the Isha Yoga Center is just about that the geometry is created in such an intricate way that inevitably people have to get involved in what is there. I'm just telling you a simple thing. Today, there is scientific research telling that this is doing wonderful things. The simple thing is, we always have uneven floors. Intentionally, I designed like this. People said, this is not convenient, make it smooth, we can just walk blind. I said, no, you have to walk with your eyes open. And today, medical science is telling you, if you walk on uneven floors, your neurological system will be very healthy. Most probably you will not get dementia and Alzheimer's in your old age if you're continuously walking on uneven surfaces. Is it not important that we have forgotten? We already have dementia, we have forgotten where we come from. We have forgotten the land that we walk upon, we have forgotten the air that we breathe, we have forgotten the water that we drink. We're already suffering dementia from a very early age. It's very important that we create spaces, if not the entire city, at least spaces where people are inevitably guided to get engaged with everything that they are in touch with, all the ingredients that make our life. Physical creation is essentially geometric, whether an atomic structure or the cellular structure. I was just looking, somebody is trying to create some cellular structure in the ceiling whether it's atomic structure, cellular structure, or many things that the planetary structures or the universe or the cosmos. Today, modern science has come up with something called as constructional theory, where they're talking about how the atom and the cosmos are fundamentally same design. Complexity and sophistication is multiplying, but fundamentally same design. This is something always is the basis of the yogic process, that the way you are made in some way is the way the cosmos is made. How we can relate this? The entire system of yoga is about mastering the geometry of your existence. How you sit, how you stand, how you breathe, all these aspects, because a city or a space or a building can create joy simply because of the type of geometry it has and how it relates to your existence. So it's great that we are thinking of happy cities, happy world.
Thank you. Guruji, you can guide us, demand, development, values and happiness. How it is changing, what is the correlation, or positive or negative?
So when we say development, we're talking about making human life better. Development need not necessarily mean you know this very well, 25 years ago or 30–40 years ago, in this country, money means we talked about a lakpati. That means somebody who has 1 lakh rupees is a big man. Then 10–20 years ago, we started talking about crorepati. One who has 100 lakhs is a big man. Today, if you talk anything less than 100 or 1,000 crores, you're no good. So, by enlarging the numbers, nothing is happening to life as such. We're just multiplying things in our mind and thinking we can become big. No, nothing will happen that way. This is like, you have 1 chair to sit, you can only sit on 1 chair. But if you put 2 mirrors on either side, this will multiply into 100 chairs and you can believe that you have 100 chairs. But actually there's only 1 chair. What is on this planet, only that much is there. There's nothing more, nothing less. The question is only how we use it. Are we using it for our well-being? Our well-being, does it include the well-being of the next and the next generations to come, or are we the last generation on this planet? Are we sensible human beings, first of all? Because our existence here is a brief amount of time. We just have a relay game to play. Somebody has given this to us, we're carrying it and giving it to the next generation. How much can we consume, what can we do is something we have to determine. With all this extra that we do, our life doesn't become extra in any way. If one is trying to enhance their lives by accumulation, either money or knowledge or wealth or whatever, accumulation means this. Suppose I have a bigger heap than yours, then I think I'm better than you.